Okay, this is Ben. I'm back from Arizona State University with our tutorials on how to make the portfolio template yours and not mine, and not Hangry's, which is where we took the design language from. This other, I don't know, people pay a lot of money to go to school, and sometimes people go to school, they do really cool stuff, and we say, hey, that's cool, can we borrow it? So we borrowed it, and giving all the credit to them because that's where it belongs. But we want you to be able to turn it into this thing that you want it to be. And to do that, what we did was we locked everything up so you couldn't change anything at all, which could be really frustrating, but it's also can be very helpful. So as you're moving stuff around, it's really important that certain things stay in the same place so that there's a consistency from page to page to page to page. And that's how we helped you out by locking everything, is so that you can't accidentally move stuff that really does need to be aligned from page to page to page to page. For example, now we're going into the portfolio template here. For example, you're going to want to have your app name in the exact same place on every single page. See how when I click from page to page, this never moves. It's very consistent. This line doesn't move either. It's very consistent. Do you see these logos down here? They don't move. Those logos move. It's really distracting. So we locked everything, right? You can move this, that's fine, because it's not on every page. You can move, can't even change who, can't change why, can't change how. Why is that? Well, because we didn't want you to change who, why, or how. But you could if you wanted to, and I'm about to show you how to do that. And to do that, we're gonna focus on this screen here. So on this screen, you're showing people how to use the wireframe of your app. So you would say there's a picture of your app here, a screen capture or a sketch. You say, well, if you click this button, you go to this screen, this button goes to this screen, right? And what we've done is we've allowed you to move these arrows anywhere you want the arrows to go. And you see, you can't move. Ugh, it's so frustrating. I can't move this phone. It's stuck there. Why is that phone stuck there? Oh, that's a great question. It doesn't need to be stuck there, but we locked it. But I'm going to show you right now how to fix it. And to do that, we're going to have to go into the theme section. I'm going to click up here. We've got home, format, themes. And so if I go into the theme section, there's a slide right on the end that says master views, edit master. Now, the reason all of these things are locked is because we've created master slides so that when you create a new slide, for example, if I'm on home again over here, I create a new slide, I've got all these slides to choose from. So I can pick another one of these. What it does is it sets up all the stuff you need: first prototype, line, Verizon, ASU logo, phones, right? But parts of it are still locked, right? So I added in these arrows later. If you wanted to copy these arrows to another screen, like the next screen that we're about to change, you could click them. And I'm holding shift while I click, so I can only copy all of them at once, right? Shift, click, and I'm not letting go of shift. It's always being held. So I've got all of them selected. I'm going to copy them. Right click or hit Control C, copy. Then I come here, right click, paste, bam, right where they were in the other one, right? But these still can't move, so that's not helping us. I'm gonna delete this slide. Whoops. All right, so how do we get these to move? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. There's two ways. One, you can go into themes up here at the top, edit master, edit slide master. And as you see, now we're looking at all of the master slides that we could use to select. So this is the slide we want to change. This one, right? Here's the slide we want to change. So what we can do is we can move all of our images around in here, right? In here, everything's movable. I can even move these. Please don't. We don't want to move them. You know, that can make everything really junky and distracting, right? If I move all this stuff, but I can, is the point, right? So let's say I just wanted 6 screens. Delete that one. Maybe put this one over here, this one here, this one here, right? So I have a little bit more control. And then close master up here in the corner, right? Now I'm on my home screen and I can say new slide. If I click on new slide, it just gives me any old new slide. Happens to give me the latest one that I did, but It's kind of lucky. Oops. But click on this drop-down menu. It'll let me select which new slide I want. So underscore prototype no text. That is the slide I just made. Right? Bam. Now the problem is the one that I made for this changed also. See how that changed? And all my arrows aren't lined up anymore. So I'm going to have to undo all of this. Go back. Go back. Change this. Change this. Change this. Change this. So see how it changes everything after the fact? All right. So here we go. That's deleted. Let's go back in. How do we do this without messing it up? We're going to go to Themes. We're going to go to Edit Master. We're going to edit Slide Master. And we're going to check the one that we want to change. We're going to right-click on it. We're going to copy, click off, and we will paste. Now there's an identical slide. So if we change this one, it won't change the original pages. We do everything we want in here. Another option would be to say, I'm going to take all these, copy them, Control C, right click, copy, one or the other. You don't have to do both. And I'm going to delete them. I'm going to close my master. And when I create this new slide, this is prototype no text number 2. Now if I paste, right click, paste. Got all these phones, but they're movable, right? So now if I have a couple of pages of this, and I don't want to do that over and over and over again, I can say duplicate slide. So I've right-clicked on the slide that I'm on. Duplicate slide. Now the next slide also has editable phones. If these things ever bother you, just drag them off. Go away if you drag them off. Bam. Get out of here. Bam. Get out of here, right? Okay, so now you can move all of your little phones around and they're no longer locked. You can do that with anything that's locked. So if it's not moving and you want it to move, remember, go into the master theme, duplicate the master slide, copy the thing you want to move. Well, if you wanted to always be in the same spot but in a different spot, change it on the master slide. If you want it to always be movable, you remove it from the master slide and then copy it to your actual booklet. Hope that helps. Get this out of the way so you can see me again, because I feel like when I say goodbye, I like to wave, more of a waver. So hope that helps. I know you guys are going to do awesome stuff with this and not abuse the power to be able to move anything and everything. Because with great power comes great responsibility, which is something Spider-Man's uncle said before he died. Spoiler alert, Spider-Man's uncle died. It's what made him Spider-Man. You probably already knew that. Anyway, this is Ben Lewis from Arizona State University, Entrepreneurship and Innovation in the Office of Knowledge and Enterprise Development. Booyah!